Hello, 5th graders. Welcome to Lesson 2.4, Partial Quotients. Please pause to write the lesson number and title in your notebook. Today's lesson objective is to use partial quotients to divide by two-digit divisors. Please pause again to write the lesson objective in your notebook. Alright, 5th graders, in today's lesson we're going to be dividing by two-digit divisors, but instead of using the standard method, we're going to be using a method called partial quotients. We've practiced with partial products before, so now we're going to do partial quotients. A partial means a part of, and quotient means the answer to a division problem. So we're going to divide a little part at a time. This method can be a little bit new and a little bit confusing, but it is a great way to divide. And the nice thing about it is that you can divide in lots of different ways and still get the same answer. Please remember to write everything that I'm writing in your notebook and take notes as we go along. If you have questions, you can come see me at the teacher table when it's your turn. Let's begin by reading the Unlock the Problem. People in the United States eat about 23 pounds of pizza per person every year. If you ate that much pizza every year, how many years would it take you to eat 775 pounds of pizza? Wow, that's a question I've never considered. So, the blue box says, rewrite in one sentence the problem that you are asked to solve. Well, we are being asked to solve how many years it would take us to eat 775 pounds of pizza if we eat 23 pounds of pizza per year. So we want to know about how many groups of 23 we can take out of 775. So how many groups of 23 can come out of 775, and my writing doesn't fit inside that blue box because it's really hard to write on the iPad, but please try to keep your handwriting as neat as possible. Okay, so now that we know we're going to divide 775 by 23, the first thing that we're going to do is, instead of doing 23 into 77, we're going to think about how many groups of 23 we can take out. And the key here, I think the easiest part about this is we always want to start with 10. 10 is a nice easy number to multiply, it's a nice easy number to add, and it gets us where we're going pretty quickly. Instead of subtracting out one group of 23, one group of 23, one group of 23, we're doing it 10 groups at a time, which speeds us up a lot. So if we first multiply 10 times 23, then we have this line over here, and you'll notice that this number and this number are the same. So we're just rewriting it on the outside so we can keep track of all of the factors that we're going to add together in the end. So in order to subtract, we need to multiply first. 10 times 23. That's a nice easy number. 10 times 23 is 230. And I know that because it's just 23 with a 0 on the end. Now we can subtract. 775 minus 230 is 545. So now we know that we're not to our answer because we still have 545, so we have to keep going. But instead of trying to find a new partial quotient, we're just going to stick with 10. So I'm going to write 10 times 23. I multiplied by 10, so I'm going to rewrite it on the outside, and then I'm going to subtract 230 again. So I'm taking out another group. This subtraction we're going to have to do ourselves. 5 minus 0 is 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. And 5 minus 2 is 3. Now, I still have a big number, 315. So I want to think, can another group of 230 come out? Can I take another group of 10? Well, it's larger than 230, so yes. So I can write 10 times 23, 10 goes on the outside, and 230 goes underneath, and we subtract. 5 minus 0 is 5. 1 minus 3 we can't do, so we have to borrow. 11 minus 3 is 8, and 2, sorry, that should be a 2, minus 2 is 0. So now we're left over with 85. Okay, so now continue on with our partial quotients. I see that I only have 85 left. 85 is too small for me to take out another group of 230, but it's large enough that I don't want to start taking out small groups of 23. So I'm going to take out two groups, 2 times 23, two groups at a time. And this time, in the outside column, I'm going to write a 2 because that is what I multiplied by. So remember, the thing we're multiplying by is the thing that we're writing on that right-hand column. So 2 times 23, I'm going to switch back to my color, is 46. And we subtract. 5 minus 6 we can't do, so we have to borrow. 15 minus 6 is 9, and 7 minus 4 is 3, so now we're down to 39. 39 is small enough that I can't take out 46, so I can only take out one group of 23. So I'm going to write 1 times 23, and my 1 goes on the outside, and I'm going to subtract one group of 23. 9 minus 3 is 6, and 3 minus 2 is 1. Now we're down to the answer 16. 16 is going to be our remainder because 23 doesn't go into 16 and there's nothing else to bring down or borrow, so it must be the remainder. So now I know you're thinking, okay, I have a remainder, but where is my answer? Well, if you remember at the very beginning, I said that we're writing all these numbers on the right so that when we get to the end, we're going to add them together, and that will be our quotient. So if we add 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30, plus 2 plus 1 is 33. So our quotient is 33. So it would take us 33 years to eat 775 pounds of pizza. I know this method is a little hard, so we're going to do this method again together. In example 2, Miles is helping his father with supply order for his pizza shop. The next week, the shop will order 1,450 ounces of mozzarella cheese. Each package comes in 32 ounces. Complete Miles' work to show how many packages of mozzarella he needs to order. So we need to divide 1,450 by 32. And in order to do this, we're going to take out little groups at a time in order to divide mentally. So we're going to start, remember, always, 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 start with 10. We're going to start with 10. So 10 times 32, and we know that it's 10 because they already multiplied for us. 320. And remember, whatever we multiply by, we write on the right-hand column. Then we subtract 1,450 minus 320 is 1,130. 1,130 is still bigger than 320. So we're going to take out another group of 10, and we're going to subtract 320. 1,130 minus 320 is 810. 810 is still bigger than 320, so we can take out another 10 groups, and we subtract and we get 490. 490 is still bigger than 320, so we can take out another 10 groups. So we're taking out groups of 10 until we get smaller until we can't. Because now, look, we're left over with 170. And 170 is smaller than 320, so we can't take out another group of 10. But we could take out a group of 5. Because if we do 32 times 5, 5 times 2 is 10, and 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. So that gets us to 160, which is close to 170. And remember, we added this 5. So that means that we're left over now with 10. So in order to get our quotient, we add everything on the right. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5 gives us 45. And a remainder of 10. That's what's left over. That's how many groups we can't split into. 45, remainder 10. So now lastly it says he needs to order blank packages of mozzarella cheese. Well, we know that our answer is 45, But remember back to 4th grade, if he only orders 45 packages of cheese, then he's not going to get the 1,450 ounces that he needs. So we need to round up our quotient, and he needs to order 46 packages of cheese, because it's okay to have a little bit extra, but it's not okay to not have enough. Great job so far, 5th graders. Today's lesson activity is actually the try this section in your book, and you can go ahead and do it on your math pages instead of your math notebook today. But it's the same problem, 1,450 divided by 32, except it says you should try different partial quotients to solve the problem. So for example, instead of taking 10 and 10 and 10 and 10, we could take out a group of 20. I'll give it a shot and get started with you. So the first thing we do is we draw the line to the side, and then we're going to write in here what we're multiplying by. So I have, we said we were going to do 20 this time. 20 times 32. So that would be 20 on the outside. Let's do the math to the outside. 32 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 3 is 6, and then add a 0. So we're going to subtract out 640. 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 4 is 1. 14, right, because we got to borrow. 14 minus 6 is 8, and I'm left over with 810. 810 is bigger than 640, so you can go ahead and do 20 times 32 again and continue the problem. So use 20s instead of 30s, but you should still get the answer that we got above, which was 45, remainder 10. Remember, this is the really nice thing about partial quotients, is that as long as you get to the same answer in the end, you can use as many different types of quotients as you like. So you could use 10s or 20s or 5s or 2s or 1s. Use what's best for your brain. We'll practice this more together at the teacher table. Great job!